Brightershores has been out for about 30 hours now, and in today's video we're going to dive into the community's reaction to it, as well as share my personal thoughts on the game. We'll be taking a look at the opinions of top streamers, as well as feedback from communities on Reddit and Steam. First up, let's talk about RuneScape and Brightershores top streamer, Bo-T. Bo-T is a legend in the RuneScape community with years of experience, not only as one of the most iconic figures in the game, but also as a top player in the MMO scene in general. His insights are definitely worth noting. Let's see what he thinks of Brightershores.
Game feels even slower than the likes of RuneScape. The thing with RuneScape is, if you want to know how slow the game truly is, this game is like early game Hunter or training combat without doing the waterfall quest. They're like the more analogies I think of, they're good ways to kind of see it. Doesn't reset, it's just new skills and new zones. The resetting's a bit like... the best way to see it is your gear actually becomes useless in the new region, but it's good still in the last regions. That's the best way to see it. It is a bit strange. I've never really played a game that does that, but yeah, when I got there and everything reset, I was well upset. But now it's like, you know, more just have to grind new gear in the new regions. Once you see what the end game is, I honestly would heavily recommend, if you ever want to play the game, you should play now. Because if the end game is kind of and it does fall off, this is the time when everyone's playing. Like, if you log in a week because the end game's good and there's no one really playing the early game, it'd be a bit miserable, I think. Well, not miserable, but just be like, feel empty.
Next up, we have another veteran of the RuneScape community, Bo, a man with a military background, strong opinions, and a true passion for RuneScape.
Thoughts on the game overall so far? I'm loving it, man. I'm having a blast. Been up since 4 a.m. today. I was up at 2 a.m. yesterday for it.
Here is Skiddler's opinion on Brightershores.
Attack. That game shit. Let's play RuneScape. That was so... I knew it would be as well. I can't be asked investing any time into that. I'm not gonna lie.
While scrolling through the Steam discussion page, I came across a mix of hilarious and unexpected reviews. Here are some of the funniest and most entertaining ones I've found so far. Bro, this is one of the first reviews I've seen on Steam. Literally a 70-year-old boomer simulator. You can't play this piece of garbage if you're so bad at games that you legit can't play anything else, even on a game journalist difficulty. Don't waste your time if you're actually a human. Conspiracy theory. Do you think Andrew Gower plans a release date for the US election results day to give us all an escape from the incoming societal meltdown the results will no doubt trigger? It'll be welcome indeed, since that will be all consuming. What? Is this proper English? In real life, on social media, news, IRL convos, etc. I'm hoping this will prove to be good old-fashioned escapism like RS2 was back in the low detail / high detail Java client days. Or maybe he released it on November 6th. 6 is the devil's number, and maybe he sold his soul to the devil. Maybe he is a Masonic puppet. The Andrew Gower, the Gower family is full of fucking Illuminati, devil-worshipping Baphomist. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? CT Games 9164 says, best game ever. This game is bringing back OSR's 2006. Okay. Trimming armor. Colin says, a respectable 5 out of 10. I give this game a respectable 5 out of 10. I know it's early access and it has only room to grow and improve from here. We'll come back in 2 years or so when it's more fleshed out. All right, Colin. How is the PvP? Is this one of those games where you get to slaughter all the people bad at video games? Or is this one of those lame SJW games? To be honest, I don't know what SJW means, to be honest. I have no idea. In my opinion, it's smart to make PvP games as we saw in the last election. What? People are fed up with SJWers. What the fuck does Kamala Harris and Donald Trump have to do with PvP, Ryan? But to add to this point, PvP is one of the best parts of RuneScape. If you guys have played RuneScape, PvP was the peak of the game. I hope the Gower brothers are gonna implement a fantastic style of the PvP, which will be released in about 2 weeks time. All we can do is just wait and see. Game is dying. Such a shame. Was hyped to do well, but sadly the game is dying already. I'm wagering this will last less than a week before the game dies. Yesterday, I saw it peak at 21,000 players. How many players is that right now? 14,000. You can't say it's dying. 7,000 player decrease. Like, it's still so early to say, and it's a very grindy game. So I'm gonna have to disagree. I don't think it's dying, and I hope it doesn't die. I really hope it doesn't. Loss of progression between zones is not a good mechanic. Nothing feels worse for a player than to have to start from level 0 as soon as they move on to the next episode. I had the exact same thought process when I first started into the second episode, but then the more you played, the more you realized everything is different. In the first episode, you have guard, which is like melee, and then in the second episode, you have scout, which is more like ranged. And then you have a wide variety of different skills like chef, fisherman, forager, and alchemist. And then in episode 2, you have gatherer, woodcutter, and carpenter. So these are all different skills. As to continue on to his point, I had the exact same thought, but as you progress through the game, you realize these are different skills. I was checking out the brightershores Twitch section and came across 2 streamers who were playing the game, so I decided to ask them for their thoughts on brightershores. Shout out to these 2 ladies, they're incredible. Enjoy these clips.
Not really thinking too much about a lot of things that people say. Like, you know, there's a lot of complaints about how they somewhat sort of quote-unquote reset. It's not really a reset, it's just there are some things like combat you gotta start from scratch and all that. I understand, but personally for me, I don't really find it to be that much of an issue because I'm just in it for the ride. I'm just having fun and enjoying it. You know, the new MMO experience that everybody goes through. So yeah, I think overall it's fine. And although I will say the combat is a bit weird though, in a sense where like getting better gear doesn't really make you feel like you're stronger. It just makes you feel like you roll more 10s and 20s and things like that.
My opinion on Brighter Shores. I think it's a fun game for anyone who likes to play an old school MMO style game with profession and progression focus. So far, I'm still pretty early in the game. So far, there's not much to the combat. So if you want a more complicated combat, then maybe this game wouldn't be for you. It's cozy. It's also, I noticed in episode 2 that the story is pretty engaging. Episode 1 story was kind of just standard. Episode 2 is making me wonder like what is going on because something creepy is happening. Yeah, overall it's fun. Fantastic clip, God bless your soul. Good luck with your video.
Alright guys, we're on Reddit. I'm gonna say it. If it was anyone besides Andrew Gower making this game, nobody would be giving it the time of day. This is just my opinion, but the game is not great. Okay, point number 1. If it was anyone besides Andrew Gower making this game, nobody would be giving it time of day. I 100% agree, because I felt that way as well about the game. Like, I don't play a lot of games to begin with, but since Andrew Gower was making this game, like, I had to give it a chance. My opinion is that the game is actually fun. You can't say that it's not great. It's only literally been, what, 30 hours? And this guy posted 6 hours ago, so literally 24 hours. So I'm gonna have to disagree. I think the game is fun. It flows well. There's lots to do. And like I said, we've only just touched the tip of the iceberg. Overall, I'm really enjoying brightershores so far. It's a fresh experience with plenty of new content to explore. The sense of progression and unlocking new things gives me that same dopamine rush I used to get from earlier RuneScape. With that being said, it's still too early for me to make any final judgments, especially since PvP is my favorite aspect of any MMO, and that comes out in 2 weeks. The graphics are solid, and I'm a fan of the combat system, especially the RNG mechanics, which, as you know from my RuneScape videos, I can't help but both love and complain about it at the same time. It's that randomness that keeps things exciting and unpredictable. I'll be putting out a progress video soon, so make sure you're subscribed to catch that. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below with your opinion on brightershores. I will be responding to absolutely everybody in the comment section below. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Quick drop a sub.